netizen, apa kabarnya nih? Jadi untuk kali ini kita ada di program MacTeen. Nah, kira-kira untuk episode ini kita bahas apa sih? Bahas apa nih? Nggak ada yang tahu. Ya udah, makanya sekarang mau dikasih tahu. Jadi untuk episode ini aku mau ngulik cerita dari salah satu siswa berprestasi yang kece. Siapa sih? Ini dia Audrey. Hai. Nah, Audrey, gimana kabarnya?
Baik.
Kakak nggak ditanyain?
Oh.
Enggak, ya udah nggak apa-apa. Nggak ada yang peduli. Ya udah nggak apa-apa.
Emang
Jadi,
kakak bagaimana sekarang?
Kakak gimana sekarang? Aduh, kakak. Happy banget dong. Udah alay banget. Kita lanjut aja yuk. Kita mau nanya-nanya. Audrey ini gimana nih? Lagi sibuk apa nih? Sibuk emangnya?
Nggak terlalu sih, cuma di rumah aja biasa. Sekolah, main, sekolah, tidur, makan.
Nah, sekarang aku mau nanya Audrey nih. Apa aja sih kegiatan Audrey di luar sekolah?
Kalau Audrey di luar sekolah, kadang-kadang sering mengikuti lomba storytelling. Dan karena sekarang Audrey mengikuti organisasi siswa berprestasi. Dan lagi satu, apa ya? Kok lupa? Oh iya, ikut paduan suara.
Bisa lupa, tuh saking banyaknya sampai lupa.
Bukan, karena kan sekarang nggak jarang keluar, makanya aku lupa-lupa gitu, ngapain ya, di rumah ngapain, nggak tahu ngapain.
Oke, kan Audrey nih storytelling, apalagi sering banget storytelling sama kakak bareng ya. Jadi, Audrey tuh udah berapa lama nih di dunia storytelling nih? Terjebak terus tuh di storytelling tuh sampai banyak langganan juara tuh.
Waktu itu pertama kali mulainya storytelling di kelas 2. Tak kasih soal matematika aja, biar kakak yang jawab.
Kakak dikasih soal matematika, kakak baru bangun dapat matematika, ya udah ayo apa itu?
Kalau Audrey sekarang kelas 8, mulai storytelling kelas 2, 8 kurang 2 berapa?
Aduh, berapa ya? Oh my god. Udah 6 tahun guys. Dikasih soal matematika, mikirnya sampai semenit.
Ya benar, saya udah di dunia storytelling sama 6 tahun.
6 tahun. Banyak loh, lama loh 6 tahun itu. Nah, sekarang kakak minta Audrey untuk ceritain kakak dari awal nih, ya. Dari awal, kenapa Audrey itu terjun ke dunia storytelling?
Pertama kali itu saya ikut lomba storytelling di kelas 2. Nah, pertama kali itu tak pikir apa itu storytelling, kenapa ada lomba storytelling, nggak ngerti kenapa. Saya itu ada yang guru yang ngajain, ada yang mau ikut lomba ini dah. Pertama tak bilang enggak, esokan harinya mama dan nenek Audrey bilang ikut aja, nggak ada masalah. Kayaknya tak bilang ke guru, ya miss, I want to join the storytelling competition. Setelah itu latihan dah di sekolah. Sama itu waktu lomba pertama di storytelling, nervous sekali dah di sana. Cerita pertama tuh pasti semua tahu dah, The Three Little Bears, Goldilocks and the Three Little Bears. Three Little Pig. Apa nih judulnya?
Three Little Pigs.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Mana kakak inget? Kamu yang storytelling, kakak yang ditanya.
Kan kakak juga pintar, cerita banyak.
Kan kamu yang punya lomba, masa kakak ditanya?
Ya aku juga udah lupa. Nah, cerita pertama itu Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Pada saat ikut lomba tuh, ya udah selesai gantian Audrey. Saya itu istirahat sebentar. Pada saat pengumuman, dengar pengumumannya, tiba-tiba juara 3, Putu Audrey Karisma Utara. Langsung shock naik panggung sedih. Wah, beneran ya ini terjadi ya. Setelah itu ikut lagi lomba storytelling untuk to always improve myself in storytelling lah gitu.
Now you guys know why she joined storytelling, right? Why? Karena kita berdua tuh alay. Alaynya udah kelebihan. Jadi memang suitable untuk ikut storytelling. Terus nih, kan Audrey ini 6 tahun, bayangin 6 tahun nih. Apa sih yang motivasiin Audrey?
motivasi Audrey itu adalah guru Audrey di SD, Mama, sama J.K. Rowling. Karena ada banyak jenis cerita genre di buku-buku gitu, dan non-fiksi pasti favorit banyak orang. Nah, di cerita J.K. Rowling itu bagus-bagus semua. Saya itu pada saat mau bercerita itu ada bantuan dari Mama dan guru untuk selalu improve yourself to do better. Udah.
Oh, Audrey dapat banyak motivasi itu dari Mama, J.K. Rowling. Itu Audrey suka baca nggak?
Ya.
Audrey nih, aduh, keren banget. Udah 6 tahun storytelling. Kan Audrey nih bilang nih, Audrey storytelling. Kakak mau dengar Audrey storytelling, nggak bisa dong bilang aja storytelling.
Oke.
Coba storytelling. Kita exercise berdiri. Ayo.
Exercise.
Ayo, kakak ikut berdiri.
A long time ago, in Kira village, lived an old widow named Chalonara. She was very powerful, and her face was very frightening. But her life was very happy because she had a beautiful daughter named Ratna Mangali. Okay, that's all.
Kakak masih mau dengar, nggak bisa.
Kalau
Harus
mau
lanjut.
dengar itu, ikut
Gimana?
datang ke lomba sama aku.
Harus ikut ya?
Iya.
Aduh, kakak males ya, gimana ya?
Tapi
Enggak,
nggak
kakak,
boleh males dong.
kakak kemarin malam ini loh, BTW, ngerjain assignment storytelling, kakak bolak-balik ganti dress. Nah, Audrey, masih ingat nggak kita 2017 tuh kan ikut ikut apa?
News
Pas,
reading.
pas itu kan sebelum news reading tuh ada storytelling juga kan?
Iya. Kita berdua ikut.
Terus kenapa nih Audrey bisa jadi juara 1 tuh?
Nggak tahu sebenarnya.
Nggak tahu kenapa. Ini kita
Itu
harus mempertanyakan jurinya ya.
Soalnya waktu itu di tahun 2017 pertama kali Audrey ikut news reading. Nah, waktu itu 1 hari sebelum news reading itu nggak ada latihan sama sekali, cuma latihannya baca aja bagaimana benar. Saya itu ditanya bantuan sama guru karena skripnya aku dapatnya telat, jadinya bagaimana latihan kalau nggak ada skrip. Dan tiba-tiba waktu di lombanya itu tak baca bagus, tak lihat ada jurinya satu yang rekam, sedih. Di pikiranku, ngapain aku direkam? Saya itu tiba-tiba di pengumuman ada namaku lagi. Jadinya langsung bahagia dapat juara 1.
Bahagia, ada pop gitu langsung.
Tapi
Nah.
sekarang nggak tak ikut lagi news anchor.
Nah, kenapa gitu?
Karena apa namanya ya, nggak ada yang ngajarin.
Terlalu tegas ya, terlalu strict ya. Audrey kan unyu-unyu gitu ya. Kalau kakak kan kayak tante-tante gitu ya. Nih, Audrey nih dari cilik tuh udah juara poetry reading. Coba dong, kakak juga mau denger puisinya. Sampai kayak meronta-ronta, jatuh-jatuh gitu, gelinding ke bawah.
Oke.
Coba poetry reading. Apa ini?
Aku, karya Karil Anwar. Kalau sampai waktuku, ku mau tak seorang kan merayu. Tidak juga kau, tak perlu sedu-sedan itu. Aku ini binatang jalan, dari kumpulannya terbijak. Biar peluru menembus kulitku, aku tetap meradang, menerjang. Luka dan bisa ku bawa berlari-berlari, hingga hilang pedih perih. Dan aku akan lebih tidak peduli. Aku mau hidup 1000 tahun lagi.
Audrey nih keren banget ya. Storytelling bisa, poetry reading bisa nih. Kalau kakak poetry reading nih udah gelinding-gelinding sampai rusak studionya. Nah, kita lanjut lagi nih. Ini sekarang tahun pun berganti nih ceritanya. Tahun pun berganti.
1 year later.
1 year later. Di 2018, Audrey ini pernah ngewakilin Bali ke Jakarta. Bener nggak?
Iya.
Bener nggak?
Iya.
Untuk lomba apa nih?
Untuk lomba Got Talent Kids.
Sampai masuk, dengar guys, TV swasta. Dengar lagi sekali, masuk TV. Storytelling, dapat juara berapa?
Untuk ini persaingannya berat kali dari seluruh Indonesia ini lombanya. Sedihnya nggak dapet juara, tapi saya pertama kali ikut lombanya di Bali di sekolah. Nah, nggak tak kira ini lombanya sampai Jakarta. Jadinya menang di sekolah. Saya itu pergi ke finals di Bali, menang di Bali, juara 2. Pergi lagi ke semifinal di Lombok. Saya itu dapat juara 3. Nah, yang dibilang nih sama jurinya waktu itu, Audrey sama teman Audrey lagi satu adalah perwakilan dari Bali untuk ke Jakarta pertama kalinya. Saya itu waktu masuk di Jakarta tuh kita di sana lomba di Jakarta untuk 10 hari. Ya seru kali waktu di Jakarta itu. Dan waktu itu lomba persaingannya berat-berat karena dari seluruh Indonesia, dari Sabang sampai Merauke, banyak kali pesertanya. Saya itu talenta mereka jago kali. Sedihnya nggak dapat masuk ke final, tapi nggak apa-apa kok. Karena experience is the one that counts.
Listen, experience is the one that counts. Let's give applause. Nah, kita bisa lihat nih. Pertama Audrey itu first performance-nya itu umur 3 tahun. 3 tahun. 3 tahun aku masih merangkak. Masih nangis, ngambul-ngambul terus. Audrey ini udah bisa ada performance umur 3 tahun tuh. Tahun 2010. Tuh Audrey performance. Aduh, susah banget ngomongnya. Performance apa sih?
Bukan sih performance seperti solo performance, bukan seperti gitu, cuman performance sebagai grup. Waktu itu ada performance di wihara untuk Waisak. Nah, aku diajak sama gurunya untuk mengikuti performance dan aku dress up menjadi sunflower. A cute little sunflower with chubby cheeks. Menari-menari di atas panggung. Ada banyak kok, tapi Audrey yang paling kecil waktu itu di panggung.
Audrey bisa jadi sunflower. Kalau aku di sana ya jadi bunga rafflesia.
Kok pasti Kak Gesha imut-imut.
Sampai sekarang aja masih unyu. Tuh coba lihat deh. Kan ngomongnya masih unyu gitu ya. Kok nggak bisa aku?
Enggak, kok pasti bisa.
Now, after 2 years have passed, it's 2020. So, do you guys know that she became as the duta pendidikan yang sangat amat berprestasi? So tell me more about it. You have to tell me more about it.
Okay.
What's going on with it?
So, I joined Duta Pendidikan Duta Pendidikan, which is for me Siswa Berprestasi 2020, and I started from in around June or July for the interview. After that, I made it to the 8 finalists, and then for around 3 weeks, we had 3 stages, which is 1, the photo shoot, where they take notes and see how we act to people in front of us and how is our behavior like that. Pretty much just image. On the second stage, we had to do presentation so that we can, show that we are confident in front of other people. And on the third stage was when we had to do make a video about what we do and what's our talent. And then from all those 3 stages, they will collect all the scores. So when it was the final round, we were going to show our talent in front of the audience. And my talent that I performed was news anchor and storytelling. And then I made it to the top 5, where I had to give my vision and mission in front of the judges. And then they chose the top 3. I made it to the top 3. And I got to wear a new gown. After that, in the top 3, we had to do modeling and also answer the question the judges gave us. And finally, the announcement. The announcement came, and shockingly, I become first place. I was so surprised because I thought my friend would be first place. I was really shocked because I actually did a lot of mistakes in the stage. But thankfully, I'm very grateful for the opportunity I had for that competition to win first place.
Oh my God, I feel like to be this Duta Pendidikan, you have to experience lots of stages. But I would really like to ask, can you give me tips? What if maybe people around there really wanted to know how to be Siswa Berprestasi and then become Duta Pendidikan? Maybe everyone wanted to know so that they can be one. They can have you as their someone who's forward into their dreams. So I want to ask you, what are the tips to be siswa berprestasi?
If the few things that I've learned from joining this competition is when I was with my friends for this competition, one thing that I've noticed is they easily got upset and down if they're like sad and easily crying because of the situation they are in. Like, why can't I do this? Why do I look like this? One thing I should tell you is to always think positively, because whenever you think negatively, nothing good will happen. Your mind will be stressed. So you should always think positive, and if other people around you are thinking negative, don't follow them, don't think negative ways. Help them to think about the positive things that you can relate to. Second is to never give up. Most of my friends, when we were doing this competition, easily gave up, like, okay, is it too late to turn back now? I really want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore. Though this might be one of your first time doing this, you might be scared, but this is once in your lifetime opportunity. So just take it. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, at least the experience counts. And then third, you need to be confident. Show others that you can really do it. Of course, you will still be scared, but show them that, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can win it. And I think that's all the tips I can give you for now.
Those are the main important 3 tips, which is, first, you have to think positive. Second, never, just never give up. And third, always be confident. That's all. That's only 3 steps just to reach what you wanted to do.
Yeah,
right?
3 steps. But 3 steps that are hard to achieve.
We have to give a big applause. So now we've talked lots and lots of achievement that she got. I want to ask you, do you have some in common hobbies? Like, do you like to watch Korean dramas or Chinese dramas,
My hobbies are reading books. Second, I like to watch YouTube. Yes, I watch a lot of YouTube. Right now, I've been watching a lot of Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yes. I've cried many times watching them.
For Pokemon, you cried.
And then third, I like to play games. A lot of games, online games. I'm sure a lot of people relate playing games. Fourth is like, I like to sing alone in my room, singing, dancing alone. Lock the doors, lock it, and then just sing, blast
Make
music
sure
everywhere.
no one sees.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment to me. And I also like to eat a lot. If you want to have a mukbang, call me. I want to eat too.
Okay, stop this. She said mukbang. Look at her. What kind of mukbang do you do? I can't relate to this.
I like lots of fruits.
You eat lots of. Oh my
Fruits?
god. Okay. Can we cut the session?
I
feel like you hurt my feelings a lot right now. I want to quit. I'm going.
No, don't leave me.
Anyone who wants to do mukbang, maybe,
Come on, you can do a fruit mukbang.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I see food, I probably already gained 10 kilograms.
No.
That's a fact. So don't ask me why. Oh my god, why are you so fat? Like, I'm confident.
It's a good thing to be confident. She's a really good role model. Please follow her Instagram.
No one wants to? It's okay. I get it. You guys are just jealous. Don't you like to watch Korean dramas? Like Chinese dramas, you can see like lots of hot boys, Thrashing,
Do I watch Korean dramas? No. Do I watch Chinese dramas? No. Do I watch sinetron? No. Do I watch anything on TV? No. I just watch things on YouTube.
That's good. At least she basically don't watch any I almost mentioned it, I'm so sorry, any dramatic.
No, don't worry.
I almost mentioned I am so sorry. Any dramatic sinetron, at least she doesn't watch
No,
that.
don't worry. If you say Korean dramas, I still listen to
No, I was about to
K-pop,
say
it's
something
okay.
bad. I was about to say something
Oh,
bad.
wait.
I have to keep that thing, okay?
But I still do watch
Keep my
K-pop.
image nice.
I still do watch K-pop. A lot of K-pop.
K-pop, what do you like?
Multi-fandom, I like a
You
lot
like
of
Blackpink? Have you heard the new song, Savage?
Yes, I've listened to it, but right now I've been really listening to a lot of boy groups more.
Oh my god. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, we have to
But
stop
right now
there.
I'm very obsessed with Pokemon.
Pokemon. Anyone maybe who wants to, get closer to Audrey by Pokemon, you can contact her. Link in description bio. Okay, we have to forget about this. We can't talk about it.
Okay.
So I want to ask Audrey when she's 25 but still look like 13. I want to ask Audrey, what do you want to be?
I don't know. I want to be a public speaker or not, an actress.
Ooh.
But when I'm 25, I don't really have a plan yet. But I really want to try and be a public speaker or an actress just to reach my dreams.
Because we can see that she's very dramatic, so it's very suitable for her.
I'm sorry, I feel so sad. You called me dramatic.
Oh my God! Don't you see you right now? You're being
I'm
dramatic.
offended.
You're
sorry.
offended?
I'm leaving.
You may leave.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's the door. All right, thank you so much for listening to our wonderful and beautiful Audrey. I want to tell you, you are really amazing. Why? Because she have that confidence. She hit the thing, and then she danged that. You get it? Okay, I hope you get it, but I know you don't. I know you do. I meant, yeah. Okay, Mactizen, so right now, so as we can see, Audrey is basically, she's achieved lots of things.
Oh, thank you.
Can I contract you to, accompany me here? Can I contract now?
I would love to.
Any contract sign, please? I'm gonna sign her right now, probably.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Okay, sign them. Nice. Okay, now she have been the host for Mac Team.
What's Haas?
What's host?
What's Haas?
The one.
Isn't it host, not Haas?
The nozzle for plants.
Wow.
Let's give a big applause.
Kakek Kesha,
Yeah.
it's been a while. Belum melakukan storytelling kan? Berapa tahun?
3 to 4 years.
Wah.
What do you want to do?
I just wanted to ask you. Kamu udah lama nggak storytelling? Aku mau nantangin. Bisa nggak storytelling lagi?
Kakak ditantang, udah kita gercep ngomong.
Ayo, dari tadi
Okay.
super confident tiba-tiba malu.
Oke, kita lanjut ya. Once upon a time, there was a simple and beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived with her evil stepmother and evil stepsisters. The stepmother did not like her and made her do all the household works. Her stepsister just roamed around with fancy dresses. They always made fun of Cinderella because of her plain dressing. Suksmau.
Wah, you did it! 3 to 4 years masih bisa storytelling.
Masih
Hebat
bisa.
kali.
Ada kekanak-kanakannya. Jadi, Mactizen, it is the end of the show. Jangan lupa subscribe channel ini untuk terus mendapatkan info-info yang menginspirasi Mactizen di rumah. Tetap semangat, jaga kesehatan, sampai bertemu di episode berikutnya. Mac TV,
Magnificently inspiring.
bye-bye! Tayo!
Tayo!
Like channel.